We got my guy DJ Jazzy Jeff coming in the building. I'm so excited. I don't like any of you people. Yes, I said you people. I like none of you. There's one individual on here that I want to talk to, and we're going to try and get him in the building. I'm super excited. Oh, gosh. He's here. Oh, I'm like, oh, here he comes. There he comes. He's locked in.
There you
Yes.
go. There you go.
I don't think like this smile you see on my face is so genuine. It is so genuine. I'm such a huge fan. We just need to get that out. First of all, how are you feeling? Let me get that out of the way.
Listen,
You had COVID.
Yep. I'm great now. I'm great.
Okay.
I mean, I had a rough period, but I am so great. Now I'm just trying to tell everybody that they need to stay in the house so that they don't have a rough period.
Man, okay. I'm gonna stop fanboying here like in a second. Just give me a moment. I just need you to understand. So my parents are from Philly. My dad went to South Philly High School. I lived in Philly. They got married there in Philadelphia. Then we moved to Arizona. I grew up on Keith Byers, Randall Cunningham, Reggie White. I was like, my dad is Philly through and through, Dr. J, all of that stuff. And so when Fresh Prince of BelAir comes out, I was already a fan, and it's just the Philadelphia boys out in California. I felt like, you know, just like everybody, there was so much relatability to that show and to you guys and the fun that you guys were having that my level of fandom is it's awkwardly high. So just bear with me here.
Listen, but it's likewise. Like, I'm not even going to go into the Richard Jefferson from the New Jersey Nets being from Philly and the Philadelphia 76ers and some of the damage that you guys used to do to us. So trust me, it's mutual.
Okay, good. Okay, that now I can stop sweating. Now I can stop sweating. Now I can relax. Okay, man. So now that I got you here, I get to ask questions that you've been asked your entire life, but this is my first time getting an opportunity to ask, so I don't give a shit, right? All right. Where did DJ Jazzy Jeff come from? Like, where did you come up with the name? When did you start DJing? Like, how did you get into the business?
Well, the funny thing is when everybody started DJing, you know, like back in the late or the early 80s when everybody was a DJ, there was a DJ on everybody's block. Everybody was trying to scramble for names. My original name used to be Mixmaster Jeff.
Okay.
But there was a store in Philly called The Balcony that used to get the iron-on letters on your shirt.
Okay.
Mixmaster Jeff was really expensive. And this is serious. So it was kind of like, listen, I can't really afford Mixmaster Jeff. And then I had to do this rainbow thing on my shirt, so it went Mixmaster Jeff. So I was just DJ Jazzy Jeff. And it
DJ
worked.
Jazzy Jeff. That's, you know what I'm saying? It was quick. It was efficient. It was cheaper, right?
Yes, there you go.
Listen, man, I dig it. So how did you and Will meet? How did you guys connect? How did you know that, like, yo, I'm going to do this, you going to do that, but we going to make each other better? Like, this pairing is next level.
Well, like I said, because it was crews on, you know, every street, I knew of him and he knew of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a call one night that it was like, hey, man, somebody wants you to DJ this party. This was pre-pagers, no cell phone, no iPhone. So I called the guy that used to rap for me, and he never answered the phone. So I went and did the party, and it just so happened to be next door to Will's house. So he comes in the basement, and he asked me, like, yo, where's your man? And I'm like, I couldn't get him on the phone. So he was like, you mind if I rock? And I was like, nah. And we had a magical night to the point that the next day I picked up the phone and said, hey, man, I'm doing this ballroom. What are you doing? And he was like, I'm going to show up. And we've been showing up together for 36 years.
36 years, man. That's so dope, man. Sometimes friendships, man, they just happen. Y'all don't know. It just happens. You guys just recently connected where you guys did like this tribute thing, and then there was a James Avery. And I'm not going to lie, man, like everybody was, you know, is emotional, right? Because that was my childhood, man. Like, you know, everybody had different things, and that there were so many parts. You know, you always had the best friend that your parents couldn't stand, right? And that was your man. That was your man, and that was you. Trust me, I was you in a lot of different of my friend groups. Where it's like, is that boy Richard coming over here again? What I tell you about hanging out with him? right? So it's like, how is that just to reconnect and just see that like that show and you guys, like that entire cast is as popular today as you ever were?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that you never realize what's happening when you're in the moment. I know somebody like you understands that, but it's just kind of like we didn't think that this was going to have the impact that it did years later. We didn't think that this was going to have a generational thing, that there's 2 or 3 generations after us that are still watching it, that are watching it for the first time, that the song was going to mean so much, the handshake was going to mean so much. These were just things that we just naturally did. And you look up 30 years later and it's kind of like, you know, we talk on the phone and it's kind of like, yo, like it's been 30 years since the Fresh Prince of BelAir came out. And it still has that level of impact that people still care. It's kind of like, you know, but what I will say is Will and I have been blessed, not only with the TV show, but a song like Summertime that it's been 30 years. And you're kind of like, okay, I'm just waiting for it to get warm and somebody don't play it.
Let them checks keep coming. This is what I was saying. I made an argument to one of my boys. I was like, yo, this is one of the greatest rap songs of all time. They're like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, listen, you tell me place in America that when summer is going, that song comes on, that you don't turn it up. Nobody's switching the station. Nobody's doing anything. You're turning that song up. It's just the truth. It's the fact. I still play it. Yeah. Like that's how you know it's summer. I grew up in Phoenix, so there was like 12 months of summer. I get it, right? So it was like that song was playable, but it was so true, man. Because when that song came out, and I'm playing basketball, right? Like I'm playing in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's true. It's like, yo, summertime. There'd be girls at the park. Watch it. You got to have a fresh cut. You got to have your shoes. I wasn't driving at the time, but I'm just like, yo, the OGs, they would come to the park on Friday, Saturday night. They would get their run in. They would all be talking about where they were going that night. They would have, you know, they would go, I'm about to go get my car washed and let's go meet at so-and-so. Yeah. Like that, to me, like that song just embodied. There's so much work that you guys have done, and I'm fanboying again. So please excuse me for that. But I want to know, like you talked about the music, like Will just came out with the remix to the Will song. And again, just spitting bars, right? Just going, still got it. Like when you hear that, when you see that, first of all, shout out to Joyner. Like that was so much like the homage. And, you know, we all know about J. Cole, and he's like, first off, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Like that hit a lot of people. And then and then Will comes out with this remix. Like, what do you think when you heard that remix and you heard Will getting back into the lab?
Well, listen, I know who he is. I know who he is more than everybody else does. Mm-hmm. And it's just waiting for him to do that. I think this is a perfect time because him being in the house, he's super creative. And we had a lot of stuff planned for the 30th anniversary of the Fresh Prince of BelAir that I think this was kind of one of those things that he just slid in. But that's him. You know, there are a lot of people that don't realize that Will started off as a rapper.
That's
like there are people that
those are millennials. We don't,
you know, they picked it up from the Fresh Prince of BelAir or picked it up from the movies, but that's him. That's him at his core. And he showed it. I called him that morning because he didn't tell me. I knew it was coming. He didn't tell me what he did. And I was like, yo, I got to give you props on that. Like, you bodied that.
Yo, he bodied it all the way. I was sitting here I was like, yo, is there going to be a nut? Is there going to, like, does this mean? Because that's kind of how he got back into, like, was it Men in Black when he did the Men in Black soundtrack? And then he was like, all right, let me get back into the lab and start work, because he hadn't recorded anything for a minute. And then he did the soundtrack. And then that's when he got, you know, he started getting back. You think this is going to give him that itch to just kind of get back in and just do some stuff?
Well, listen, the itch never went away.
Yes.
All I really want is the time. Once he devotes the time to do it, then we good. It's coming.
Okay, it's
coming.
That's good to know, man. Just because, you know, I'm going to stop fanboying. Like, so you guys won the original rap Grammy, right? With Parents Just Don't Understand. Still, again, great song, storytelling, like start to finish. And that was, I think, one of the most underrated things about, you know, Will and you guys were like so many of your great songs were great stories. Yep. Summertime, Parents just don't understand. Like, it was just like, you look at like all the storytelling that he's accomplished. Like, I want to know, what was it like, and where you see how rap has evolved? Like, do you still feel that connection? Like, what do you feel like rap is today, and just so many different genres of it?
Oh man, I love it. I mean, up until the pandemic, I was doing 160 shows a year. So I'm still traveling, playing music for people, but it's kind of like, it's different because I'm playing parties in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
That you understand that hip hop has taken me to Bali, something that they said at a point in time that this wasn't going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And you look, and it's arguably the genre of music that generates the most income. It's the most impactful.
They weren't even
all
airing the
across the
Grammys.
world.
They weren't even airing the rap Grammys, right? Or the Grammy of rap.
But it's just to to realize that the culture has gone from a genre to subgenres, that now you got trap rap, you got down south, you got this, you got that, you got Afrobeat. Like, it goes to show you how big the hip hop genre has gotten, and you can't watch a television commercial without a reference of hip hop in it.
No, it is probably the most lucrative. And if you talk about like international stars, right? So now you have these guys that are going, like, again, the culture here in America and how it's just spreading literally all over the world, whether it's the shoe game, whether it's, what people are wearing, how people, everything about that culture is literally just exploding everywhere. Yeah. I don't want to take up too much more of your time because I know you got things to do. I just have this game that we like to play. We play it on here every single time, and it's just real quick. This is called the best in Philly. All right. So I just need your true stuff. The best Philly cheesesteak.
Ishka
Bibbles. All right. The best Philly sports team.
76ers.
Okay.
That was hard. That was. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. But.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I know how Philly people are. Philly people are different, right?
Exactly.
But listen, my dad wouldn't go to church. Back in the 80s, 90s, when you would get like one nationally televised game, my pops wouldn't go to church on Sunday if the Eagles were playing. If the Eagles were playing, it was just like, honey, I'm not going today, right? Like, I'm in Arizona, Eagles are playing.
That was church.
What? That was church.
He went.
He went. He prayed. He prayed like, Lord,
exactly.
Please let him win, Lord. Please let him win. He prayed. All right. Okay, the best stadium.
Vet Stadium.
Okay. Best 76er of all time.
Dr. Julius Iverson.
Dr. Julius Iverson. That's a tough one. I know. The best Eagle.
Ooh. I got to do a tie between Jerome Brown and Reggie White.
Reggie White, man, the minister of defense, man. I'm with you on that. The best summer treat.
A water ice.
Water ice? Okay. Best musical artist or group to come out of Philly. Look, man. First of all, let me say this. I only write some of these questions, man. Don't. Come on, man.
All right. So I'm gonna give you the political answer. The roots.
Okay. The roots. Okay. But let's talk about, again, the Philly history, man. The Philly history is deep. People don't understand that. You get the down south, you get the Atlanta, you get the LA, you get the Chicago. The Philly roots, when you start talking about like Meek Mill, Boys Man, like you start going down the roots, like you start going down the line.
Yes.
There's a heavy. Okay.
Yes.
We don't need to go. That's for another episode. All right. Best actor to come out of Philly. We got Bradley Cooper, Tina Fey, Will Smith, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, Will. I don't even know why we're at
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Okay. I did not write these. All right. Best comedian to come out of Philly.
Kevin Hart.
Okay. Have you met Kevin?
Yes.
Is he as funny
Listen,
as he...
knew Kevin before Kevin was Kevin.
You knew Kevin before Kevin was Kevin?
Listen, Kevin used to hang out with Charlie Mack all the time.
Okay. Just hang out, make us laugh, Kevin. Make us laugh. Say something
That's
funny.
Right.
Do something funny. All right. I want to know this. of all the episodes that you were on, and that was part of the cool thing of Fresh Prince of BelAir is the cameos, whether it was Ken Griffey, whether it's Zsa Zsa Gabor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wearing that ugly sweater. Doesn't matter, right? I've seen all the episodes 150 times. Give me 2. I don't want 1. Give me 2 where you were sitting around like, yo, is this real? We really hanging out? Like, this is what we doing? Like, give me 2 people that the cameos, like, meant something to you.
Listen, the episode that Quincy Jones, Bo Jackson, and Evander Holyfield was on, just to be on the set.
Yes.
Like, I would go to the set even when I wasn't on the show. Like, so listen, true. That was amazing.
Like, y'all need me for anything? Y'all, like, I'm here. If y'all think of something, like, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one,
and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Those were the ones where you're looking around just like, yo, how on earth did we get here? Man, well, I just want to say this, man, for the bottom of my heart, like you and what you have done, not just Will, but what you have done and what your friendship over the years and watching you guys work together, watching you guys grow, support each other, it has meant a lot. You guys have really set the standard. You've set the bar. You've established what it's like. You come up with your people. You work with them. You can go different paths, but keep true to your people that helped you along the way, man. So I appreciate everything you're doing, and thank you for joining us.
Likewise, man. You have given me years and years of great basketball pleasure, and you have an incredible sense of humor. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to have fun out here, man. Coming from you, man, I could do whatever. All right, man. Well, God bless, Jazz. Man, it's just, again, I can't say. I'm going to get out of here before I start fanboying too much more, man. All right, God bless you, man. Good luck with everything.
I appreciate you, man.